does it truly mean to coexist with nature? What do we know about nature? It's about chasing the trail of light without leaving a single trace behind. It's about harnessing energy and unleashing creativity. It's about capturing the invisible and transforming it into something tangible. It's not about what we take from nature, but rather what we gain by giving back to it. It's about drawing power from the earth and sky, turning landscapes into canvases of innovation. It's about illuminating the night sky and raising the eternal stars. It's about creating homes that are both enduring and full of light, where life is filled with green power and imagination. What does it truly mean to coexist with nature? During the energy transformation, where nature converges with technology, an inexhaustible source of power emerges. From nature, we draw inspiration and creativity. With each moment, we take a step forward, building a bridge of new energy, bridge to a sustainable future.
这个世界总是在变，迎着朝阳，我们踏上一条从未曾走过的路，去探寻好电站的答案。一座好电站的标准是什么？电站高效发电，多能精益调控，电力智慧交易。我们以高效发用电技术灵动的触角，把准客户收益最大化的强劲脉搏。从发电到用电，从智能到智慧，于万变的形式中独占鳌头。一座好电站的标准是什么？我们用数字寻优技术精密的算法，唤醒电站澎湃的生命力和奔腾的创造力，洞悉电站开发万千变化，于万变的路径中提供最优解法，跨越时间与地域的障碍，让数字技术融入电站全流程的每一步，用背后的智慧助力乘风的飞跃。一座好电站的标准是什么？生活和美，生产和离，生态和谐。我们以场景融合技术换位的思考，书写绿色能源与场景共生的友好生命力，扎根工厂商厦，让生产减碳更有意义。覆盖别墅村。
更远的足迹，更高的效率。我们相信，一切还可以更美好一些。 能源可以更美好一些。我们向科技求索，打开能源变革的绿色密钥，拥抱温暖的光，捕捉风的能量，将绿色能源友好储藏，以新能源电站技术实力派的姿态投身双碳浪潮，迎风追光，在更高效率中多一度澎湃绿电。数值评估，在亿万选择中寻一种最优路径。友好协奏，在场景融合中谱一曲和谐乐章。地球可以更美好一些。我们向天地求索，点亮蓝色星球的零碳梦想。以 Palmat 智慧能源解决方案群全市友好，跨越山河，奔赴旷野，品味春华秋实的喜悦，探寻万顷碧波蕴藏的琳琅宝藏。追光前行，重塑生态，蝶变荒漠绿洲，守护生命力量，重焕大地生机，让这方天地更加丰饶。驾云御风，舞动碧空，驻足高山平原，邂逅社区村居，能源转型的生态华章随风绘就，乘着时代风云，并肩千行百业，驻足广厦万间，助力清洁用能，推动绿色发展。循着零碳足迹，携手千家万户，行走城市乡野，构筑温馨港湾，共建绿色家园。未来可以更美好一些。我们不断求索，致力于成为新能源电站技术全球引领者。让人人享用清洁电力，让世界因我们而更美好。多发电，更友好。阳光新能源。
阳光新能源电站魔方技术平台，以高效发用电、数质寻优、场景融合三大技术为核心，构建稳固而灵活的技术体系，满足新能源电站多样化的场景需求。其立方高效发用电技术，通过源的高效发电和源、网、荷、储的高效发用电，协同运行优化、交易优化，实现客户价值最大化。根据三维环境因素，利用全年逐时精细化立体阴影仿真，特别是显性量化散射阴影，科学规避阴影损失，优化组件排布，提升发电效益。开发水清洗系统与智能决策算法，减少灰尘带来的发电量损失。同时，采用湍流增强散热 ECO 降温技术，优化组件温度流场，降低组件温度，提高发电量。在光储充场景中，综合考虑分时电价和充电费用，开发了光功率与负荷预测技术、多目标运行优化及充电费定价优化技术，实现充电站与车主的互利共赢。零立方数质寻优技术，从电站选址、评估到设计，深度赋能电站开发全流程。智能选址技术，利用大地质碳天眼大模型，快速识别多场景已建区域，优选合适区块， 结合地形精判鹰眼高精度数字地形分析，完成数字地形测绘，构建地面电站地块优选、风力电站智能选址、充电站混合决策选址等多场景选优策略。高效评估技术，通过 AI 识别用能数据，实现更加精准的小时级负荷预测，精准评估发电收益。通过 AI 自动生成复杂屋顶的3维模型，精准测算电站容量，一键生成评估报告。设计选优技术，针对主体方案设计、组件排布、方阵划分、道路设计、设备布局、集电线路设计等电站全流程，搭建综合设计选优模型，提升电站容量，节约成本，缩短开发周期。容立方场景融合技术，让电站与生活、生产和生态完美融合。针对别墅家庭用能需求，构建用电、安全、美学、智能4重至臻科技，通过空间拓展和建筑融合，满足宅邸用能的持续升级需求。生产用能智慧清洁，实现光伏与屋顶的装配式融合，提供安全、高质量的绿色用能体验。聚焦生态环境融合，推动新能源电站与自然环境的协调发展，达成经济效益与生态效益的和谐平衡。阳光新能源魔方技术平台，以不变的技术内核应万变的场景需求，引领新能源行业丝滑进入高质量发展时代。
这个世界总是在变，迎着朝阳，我们踏上一条从未曾走过的路，去探寻好电站的答案。一座好电站的标准是什么？电站高效发电，多能精益调控，电力智慧交易。我们以高效发用电技术灵动的触角，把准客户收益最大化的强劲脉搏。从发电到用电，从智能到智慧，于万变的形式中独占鳌头。一座好电站的标准是什么？我们用数字寻优技术精密的算法，唤醒电站澎湃的生命力和奔腾的创造力，洞悉电站开发万千变化，于万变的路径中提供最优解法，跨越时间与地域的障碍，让数字技术融入电站全流程的每一步，用背后的智慧助力乘风的飞跃。一座好电站的标准是什么？生活和美，生产和民，生态和谐。我们以场景融合技术换位的思考，书写绿色能源与场景共生的友好生命力，扎根工厂商厦，让生产减碳更有意义，覆盖别墅村居，打开生活更多的可能，拥抱天地山海，感受自然与科技步调同频，于万变的场景中绽放光辉。一座好电站的标准是什么？一程又一程，我们一边举手发问，一边探寻答案，用魔方技术平台和世界对话，高效发用电，数字寻优，场景融合，给用户提供无与伦比的电站产品，以不变之智应万变之需。魔方技术平台
distinguished leaders, guests, and dear friends, good afternoon. As early summer begins and all things flourish, and the banks of Huangpu River are surging with an aspiration of our era. A heartfelt thank you to our global partners and who have crossed the latitudes and time zones together here in Shanghai for the intelligence and meeting 2026 Sungrow Renewable Intelligence and Technology Conference. I'm Gao Bing. Welcome all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. A very special welcome to our overseas friends and our worldwide partners of Sungrow Renewables for joining us here in Shanghai at the
Welcome everyone to join us in Shanghai. Thank you for joining us in 2026 Sungrow Renewable Intelligent Technology Conference.
A future energy world led by intelligence.
We'll witness a future energy world led by intelligence. Currently, the world is accelerating towards dual carbon goals and energy transformation and has evolved from an optional choice to a mandatory one. At this time, we stand at a new starting point where intelligence intersects with energy. Today, we will jointly witness how intelligence reshapes the boundary of energy and how technology gives light a new voice. And there are many guests and leaders joining us in today's meeting. It is my great honor to introduce the representatives from industry associations and institutions present at today's conference. They are from China PV Industry Association, China Renewable Energy Society, Shanghai Solar Energy Society, Yangtze River Delta Solar PV Technology and Innovation Center, China Academy of Building Research, Shanghai AI Research Institution, National Institute of Metrology, China Quality Certification Center, Beijing, China General Certification Center, China Testing and Certification International Group, and National Quality Inspection and Testing Center for Solar PV Products, and TUV Third Greater China Group, TUV Rhineland Group, and we also have invited many guests and media friends and for joining us. Thank you very much and for your attendance.
Across the globe, warm welcome and sincere gratitude to you all.
In this intelligent era, AI is penetrating every corner of energy sector at an unprecedented speed. And Sungrow Renewables always believes that the true technology is accomplished by warmth. And today we have a special guest with us who is our AI assistant host, Yang. Please say hello to our guests.
Hi everyone, I'm Yang.
Hi everyone, I'm Yang, your AI host for today. I will be with you throughout the event to witness the integration of technology and light and share this brilliant moment together. Now let's embark on this journey to explore the future of energy. Are you ready? Let's unfold the intelligent journey right now. Thank you, Yang. We look forward to collaborate with you today and bring us a wonderful technology feast. As the new energy industry moves from a scale priority to high-quality development, prioritizing efficiency and collaboration, we keep asking what more can we solve for our users? What can we bring to the industry? What can we change for the world? With all questions about the future, let's now warmly welcome Mr. Zhang Shizhen, Chairman of Sungrow Renewables, to deliver a keynote speech. Distinguished guests, media friends, and online partners, good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be in Shanghai, where I'm joining all of you at the Sungrow 2026 Renewable Intelligent Technology Conference, and I look forward to embarking together on a new chapter for our industry amid the wave of smart technology. Right now, the PV industry is facing a tough period marked by challenges in power consumption and the financial difficulties. I believe that only by breaking the old order and establishing a new one characterized by intelligence, market orientation, and integration? Can we break free from these quagmire? Intelligence means shifting technology from merely accumulation of parameters towards a systematic intelligence. Market orientation means moving application from sheer scale expansion towards a refined operation, and integration means transforming PV from isolated point-specific applications into a full integrated value chain-wide reconstruction. And the industry must undergo such a fundamental reshaping and undergo a comprehensive upgrade. The road ahead holds both opportunities and entirely new challenges. And while as the market increasingly calls for intelligent, collaborative, and efficient solutions, the industry finds itself met in a multi-faced international struggle, with pain points becoming even more than pronounced. And the most severe issue is the breakdown of safety. DC arcing and hotspot and hazards occur with harming frequencies and make fire risks virtually impossible to prevent. The most widespread problem is declining product quality. The pass rate of components has plummeted to just 62.9%, and practices such as cutting corners and falsely advising power ratings and substituting inferior products for superior ones and have almost become commonplace, and even so-called major manufacturers are now implicated. And moreover, there are lacking of coordinations, and each device operates independent, and isolations are falling to respond or interact with one another. As a new energy developer with advanced power plant technologies, and Sungrow has been deeply rooted in power plant technology research from every beginning, starting from PVs, and it has expanded to wind power, energy storage, charging infrastructures, and multi-energy integrations, zero carbon parks, and virtual power plants, as well as a microgrid, and has penetrated diverse application scenarios, including residential, commercial, industrial, and ground-mounted power plants, and achieving full coverage of large, medium, small, and micro-scale power plants. We provide comprehensive solutions. Our footprint spans 17 countries and regions, with a cumulative installed capacity of 59 gigawatts in newly developed renewable energy power plants, and we are recognized by S&P Global. In the report, we ranked first globally among PV power plants developers for many consecutive years. Technology innovation has always been the core driving forces behind our sustained development, and as a leader in new energy power plant technology, we have built a Magic Cube and a technology platform for new energy power plants. This platform is not merely a single technological breakthrough, it's also a comprehensive capability matrix, and extreme cube, and high efficiency power generation and consumption technologies, and serves as the power's revenue engine. Smart cube, digital intelligence, and optimization technology as the power plant's decision-making brain. Intelligent cube and provides the power plants with a practical implementation models. These three key technologies are like three precise and meshing gears, and forming a closed loop capabilities that drives the successful implementations of a high-quality power station. It's precisely out of our regional aspiration to define a high-quality power station from a holistic perspective. Precise for this reason, we've taken a deep dive to define the evolutionary logic of a power station, from market dynamics and application scenarios to user needs, and from hardware products such as PV modules, inverters, energy storage systems, and charging solutions, to scenario-specific solutions like zero-carbon parks and solar plus and power plants, and green electricity-powered villas, and we have thriving to seamlessly integrate the entire value chain from hardware and power plants all the way through to operations. And we hope that hardwares are no longer some isolated parameters, and we hope we can seek for synergy. Power plants and and are no longer the collections of dispersed equipments, but rather holistic solutions. And in doing so, we genuinely break down the barriers between software and hardware, unlocking the optimal value proposition for power plants. And it is precisely our commitment to defining a power station to pursuing overall optimization that balances and maximizing power generation with enhanced safety. It also marks a transformation in our business model from ending the relationship once the product leaves the factory to provide an end-to-end cradle-to-grave support. In the past, components were almost like a daughter who'd been married off our water that had been spilled. Once they were delivered, they were essentially out of our control. Now we aim to enable components to continuously monitor themselves, optimize themselves, and even repair themselves throughout the whole life cycle. So this represents a technological upgrade from striving for ultimate efficiency of individual devices to achieving intelligent global collaboration. The future of philosophy of precise control across the entire value chain and seamlessly integrate of software and hardware. With an open-minded and well-built collaborative and an industrial ecosystem, and we will lead the sector into an era of high-quality development. Thank you.
感谢周总的分享。
Thank you, Mr. Zhang, for your insightful sharing. By defining modules from a power station perspective, delving deep into power station technology and integrating the entire upstream and downstream industry chain, Mr. Zhang enabled us to see the determination and the vision of Sungrow. In face of the common challenges currently facing the industry, I believe by following this path, the solution to overcome these difficulties will become increasingly clear. Exactly, Ms. Zhang has outlined Sungrow's strategy blueprint in the intelligent era. Yet all strategic visions must be implemented and put into action. And next, it's the three product launch session. Let's welcome Mr. Tang Kun, Managing Director of Sungrow Renewables PV Technology Business Units, onto the stage. Welcome.
Well, distinguished guests, partners, friends from media, good afternoon. Welcome to Intelligent Technology Launch event. I'm Tang Kun. I'm going to interpret about today's launch. Well, this is a little bit different with other launch event, and we have something different. I think that more and more people, they regard the distributed rooftop power station as a long-term high-quality energy asset. many times for its management model, we still stay in the idea about the installation, grid connection, and power generation, this traditional idea. More and more power stations are connecting to the grid, and we start to be aware the long-term value of the power station is in the future 30 years, and every day, highly efficient, stable operation. So first of all, let's look at these issues in our industry. So first, the potential safety hazards. So first, about electrical safety issues. We know that in the PV system, it is a direct current high voltage. Without the protection for the people and the property, there may be a huge risk. Secondly, we are very clear in the installation or operation maintenance, and people would like to step on the PV panel, and this standing or stepping on the panel, there will be a hidden crack of the panel, and this will lead to some problems of the operation efficiency as well as the cost. Some traditional installation way, the traditional tools will cause damage on the tiles, and there will also be like water leakage issues. Secondly, invisible power generation loss. For example, the dust shading, higher temperature attenuation, the power generation be eroded little by little. And at decommissioning, the owner do not know how many loss incurred. Even the failure be identified is very difficult to do the analysis. And it's really like trying to find a needle in the haystack to identify the problem. And thirdly, there is a decline on the quality of the modules. Under current circumstances, many module companies, they are cutting the corner. They just claim there is a higher power, but actually not. And this truly lowered the overall quality. According to data from 2019 to 2024, the overall quality of the PV modules dropped from 100% to 62.9%. In 2025, in the spot sampling, the unqualified module rate is close to 16%. From the statistics, you can see that this module quality is worrying. These are 3 points. Every points are eroding our revenue of the power station. So based on all these thinking, we propose our solution for the distributed PV power station, rooftop power station. Well, in the video you have already seen, for the distributed rooftop power station scenario, we have rethought or designed our BIPV. We launched Sungrow BIPV 2.0. This is a new era of PV building. Through spatial structure and functional design, Sungrow BIPV 2.0, and we have two major functions: ultimate performance and hardcore protection. So first of all, let's look at its peak performance. We improve the module conversion and output. The conversion efficiency 24.43%. The single module output can be 660 watt. For the hardcore protection, we have some strengthened design to have overall rigid flat surface, enhancing the load bearing capability. Single point load capacity is 100 kg, like 200 this 100 kilogram adult can stand on that. So this high strength load bearing can have a full coverage. The coverage capacity can be increased by 20%. And also it has a zero damage on installation technology, ensuring the very good waterproof performance of the building is secured. When this power station project is located in the coastal area or in the industry area, we recommend the composite material as a frames, as a composite material has very good performance like anti-acid, anti-alkaline corrosion. So through all these measures, Sungrow Roof BIPV 2.0 improve our customers' yield by 8.6%. So this is our answer to our industry. And what else? We have been thinking every power station is like a huge stage. Every module is like a silent dancer. So just over a decade, they generate power. They cannot express their feeling. But actually, we know that for every module, it has its own unique reason. And do we understand every module? I think that our friends, you are here. Have you ever heard the pulse of module? For our Chinese medicine, like observation, listening, and pulse feeling. Pulse feeling is one of the diagnoses. In order to ensure the health operation pulse station, could we also take the pulse of our modules? Yes, we launch our Sungrow Power Module Pulson. This is our diagnosis module to take the pulse of our module. Well, this is our major role. Our pulse, our smart module. It comes from pulse. For us, every module has its own pulse. Every module has its own current voltage, temperature, etc., and other parameters. These data hidden behind the system are like a vital signs of our module. Pulse on Sungrow Smart Module starts from these basic vital signs to help us understand the module. We hope that our module is observable, measurable, adjustable, controllable. From the moment on, modules are no longer just a silent power generation unit. Our module will be a very important intelligent node in PV system. Let these hidden data be interpreted, truly participate in the decision making and collaboration of power system.
请大家观看一段
Now
产品介
let's
绍。
watch a video about the product. Well, today we usher a new era of module intelligence. PV module has transformed from traditional hardware to intelligent terminal. And this is our holistic solution for ERA, Pulsar 5S intelligent architecture. 5S stands for self-diagnosis, self-RSD, remote shutdown, self-cleaning, self-cooling, self-logging. Now, let's get to learn about every S one by one. So first is self-diagnosis. In the distributed rooftop scenarios, there is a lagging discovery of the problem. This means a high cost and even safety risks. Self-diagnosis can have real-time data collection, AI-driven accurate diagnosis, and fault location. So first is real-time data collection. This function is basically achieved at the module level. This is real-time perception capability. Every module is equipped with a Sungrow self-developed smart module control box. And every module knows its situation, the power, temperature, operation status. All these be observed, monitored at real-time situation. So you see that every module's data, operation data is very clear. For example, the operating power is 465 watt, temperature is 55 degree. It's marked in blue. That means they are generating power efficiently in very good condition. All this information can be read in our app interface. As you can see on the right side, we have an app interface.
The app interface on the right corresponds one-to-one with the roof situation on the left, and through this method, what everyone sees is no longer just a general power station, but 20, 2,000, or even thousands of smart energy nodes that can continuously report their status. When a module shows abnormality, the Pulsar intelligent module will conduct a precise and AI analysis and judgment of the abnormality based on a real-time power generation data, weather data, and historical operating trends. For example, when observing a 20% abnormal drop in the power of a single module, is it due to a shading or abnormal cell degradation? Or, for instance, when observing a 50% abnormal temperature rise, is it a random fluctuation, or is a risk caused by a hotspot slowly accumulating and forming? In the past, these judgments relied heavily on manual experience. And now, for the first time, modules are beginning to have autonomous diagnostic capabilities. This saves our operation and maintenance personnel in a significant amount of analysis and troubleshooting time. More importantly, the capabilities of traditional modules peak the moment they leave the factory, whereas we will open OTA windows in the future for continuous upgrading, giving AI diagnostics infinite possibilities. This means the module can not only operate steadily, but also evolve itself. After the AI precisely identifies the cause of an anomaly, for example, confirming an abnormal power attenuation in this module, the system will further perform module-level precise localization. The faulty module will turn yellow on the Sungrow cloud app interface. Furthermore, it will directly tell you which row and which column the problematic module is located in. For example, this one on the screen is located on the third row, the third column. This achieves a technical closed-loop from module-level anomaly detection to fault localization. In this way, the operation and maintenance logic of pulse-on modules shifts from experience-driven to data-driven. O&M personnel no longer need to conduct a cockpit search of modules one by one, but truly enter a stage of precise, real-time, and intelligent operation and maintenance. The self-diagnosis of pulse-on modules can shorten O&M time by 80% and reduce manpower input by 60%, ultimately bringing a 3% increase in power station yield for our customers. Return to our app interface just now. Some friends may ask, what happens if I fail to handle this abnormally in time? Faced with some major risks, we'll not just stop at the alarm stage. For example, abnormal temperature rise caused by junction box and the sudden occurrence of a DC arcing local anomalies can also gradually evolve into systematic risks. Therefore, for the current pulse and intelligence module, discovering and analyzing problems is not just at the end point, and it also possesses the ability to actively respond and block risks. This is the second S, self-RSD. Self-RSD adopts the Sungrow heartbeat technology solution. A heartbeat cycle signal is agreed upon between the module and the inverter to maintain the module's working status. This achieves a dual defense mechanism, module level and the system level shutdown. When module risks continue to escalate, module level self-protection activates first. In the past, a local fault like the one on the screen might draw down the entire string. Now the risk will begin to be precise isolated. For the first time, you can see on the screen that this red abnormal module, precisely because it is equipped with a new generation of module control boxes and self-developed by Sungrow using automotive-grade and electronic components and supporting AI algorithm. And the current will bypass the abnormal module body based on active bypass technology, while other normal modules will maintain their original working status. But in extreme cases, isolating a single module is not enough. When the system identifies the highest risk of level of risk, the module and the inverter will coordinate within milliseconds, and all modules will automatically cut off the high voltage GC circuit. Within 25 seconds, the system can reduce the voltage of entire station to below 30 volts, while the voltage of each module also drops below 1 volt, which is within the safe voltage range for a human body. Thus, from single point and protection to system-level coordination response, and PV module truly begin to possess active safety capabilities for the first time. Through precise module-level isolation, it recovers all power generation losses from a single event and reduces the risk of DC side fires in power station by 40%. As more and more rooftop systems begin to connect to the grid and operate long-term, safety issues are gradually becoming a systemic challenge that the entire industry must face, moving from low probability events. There are some flame redundant products on the market, but flame redundancy cannot eliminate the root cause of fire hazards. We need more active fire prevention functions to nip fires in the bud. The self-RSD function of pulse-on modules meets the mandatory safety requirements for rapid shutdown in multiple global regions, providing a high level of safety assurance for roof assets, O&M personnel, and fire rescue. In addition to the two functions just mentioned, we also believe that a truly excellent intelligent module cannot just possess an intelligent mind, it must also have a strong body, because truly long-term reliable intelligence must come from the co-evaluation of underlying hardware and intelligent system. For example, we know that in a real distributed rooftop environments, we cannot avoid the two problems of dust and high temperatures. First is dust accumulation, which has always been a core issue affecting long-term power generation efficiency. Speaking of this, many friends have a misconception that their region rains frequently and rainwater is sufficient to wash the module clean. So these extra measurements are not needed. However, in our empirical power stations, we found that especially on low tilt roofs, dust on module surface is not easily washed away by rain, and there's often more dust accumulation. In the past, the industry actually tried many cleaning solutions. Some involved coating a surface layer on finished modules. This is effective in short term, but has limitations in the long run. Others, in order to achieve cleaning results, and had to sacrifice some of the module's power generation capability. Now, pulse-on intelligent module do not want users to continue making compromises, and our self-cleaning technology adopts double-layer nano super hydrophilic surface treatment technology for the first time. A special double-layer optical thin film structure is formed on the module surface, simultaneously achieving a significant reduction in dust adhesion, maintaining high efficiency output and more stable long-term reliabilities with a lifespan matching the module warranty. Please watch the video on the big screen. PV modules are inherent from those in different scenarios. Now let's experience the 5S all-dimension technology self-cleaning. Sungrow Smart Module is first to apply industry-leading dual-layer nanoscale super hydrophilic surface technology with its super features, and it enables a highly efficient self-cleaning of the module. Now let's take a look at the comparison experiments. First, the dust adhesion and resistance performance of the module. We expose two modules to the same amount of dust. The result is clear. Under identical conditions, the Sungrow smart module surface is significantly less dust. Next, let's proceed to the next experiment, rain clean test. Pay attention to the difference. After rainfall, Sungrow Smart Module is much cleaner than the conventional one. This demonstrates the advantages of super hydrophilic and clean modules, delivering up to 5% of the power enhancement. And field test shows power generation is up to 5% than conventional ones, and hotspot risk is significantly reduced. There are two clips in the video. In the first clip, everyone can see that in a glass box, Pulsar module is obviously not covered in dust compared to another module, efficiently verifying the module's anti-dust adhesion capability. The second clip simulates a rainwater washing scenario based on our self-cleaning surface treatment technology. Rainwater forms a water fume, making the surface of our module look brand new after being washed. In addition, our self-cleaning technology has passed an IEC standard test, and the attenuation does not exceed 3% after 2 times of the IEC test, maintaining high efficiency cleaning and power generation capability for a long time. At the same time, our self-cleaning technology does not conflict with the AR fume. They're combined technologies in actual performance, and they can achieve a 5% power increase compared to conventional modules of the same type. Based on Pulsar's self-cleaning technology, power stations do not need frequent washing, reducing the hotspot effect. The overall power generation of a module can increase by up to 5%. Besides dust accumulation, high temperature is also one of the biggest long-term enemies of distributed rooftops. As we know, rooftop power stations are generally hotter than ground power stations, according to our observation data. This temperature differences can reach 8 degrees. As we know, for every 1 degree increase in temperature, the power generation capability of module decreases by about 0.3%. Meanwhile, accompanied by long-term thermal stress, it will also continue to accelerate module aging. Therefore, we have introduced the industry 4S self-cooling technology. Pulsar Intelligent Modules adopts the world's first silver and cooling technology, enhancing the module's thermal radiation capabilities in the 8 to 13 micrometer infrared band, which is a light-colored area in the image on the right. This allows the heat generated during module operation to no longer just be stifled inside the module, but to be continuously released directly into space in the form of infrared radiation through the atmospheric transparent window. This is completely passive cooling method without consuming extra energy. The module can continuously and autonomously cool down. You can also understand it as we have opened a skylight that dissipates heat to the universe for the module. Please watch the video. As we know, every temperature degree raise and the power generation will be decreased by 3%.
This is a self-cooling technology. The world's first self-cooling technology. It adds our radiative cooling technology, increase infrared emissive within very 0.94. Now we put smart and module and traditional module in the same place. When the surface temperature reaches stability, we measure about the difference between two modules. The initial temperature 28.3 and 28.4 respectively after a period of exposure. the conventional module's temperature 54, and but our smart module is only 51, and 3 degree lower, and it can improve the power generation by 1%, can slow the aging speed and improve the service life. So we can see at sunlight, our self-cooling technology can lower the operating temperature by 3 to 5 degrees, improve the power generation yield by 1%. At the same time, it also extend the module lifetime. I also noticed that power station is an asset with operation life cycle 30 years. If there is a abnormal situation and we need to archive it, we don't want we just have one installation and delivery after that. And we don't want that 30-year warranty is a piece of paper. We want a true 30-year operation. In the future, every module, just like a car or a cell phone, has its life information, digital life information, from the production date, manufacturer information, raw material, operation log, a health record, carbon footprint. All these information will be archived. Our module, for the first time, has a complete continuous traceable life cycle record, like the electronic passport for the module. This is our 5S self-logging, self-archiving. So you can see the screenshot on the right. This is our self-logging page. So you can see all the basic information, electrical parameters, and the factory X-factory EL and the IV curve. IV, this is like X-ray film for the module. This is EL is like X-ray film, and IV curve is a power generation report card. So this is like a physical examination for module. Truly safeguard the quality of module from the very beginning. For Sungrow Renewables, we always adhere to principle quality first, strictly controlling the quality from the source to ensure high quality modules. And we also believe that in the future, many new business models must be based on one premise: the asset must be real, credible, and verifiable. All this information, like the anti-counterfeiting certification, make sure we have a transparent, mutual trust, reliable, long-term relationship with our clients. And there are also some other scenarios. For example, distributed rooftop assets, when be evaluated, we only can see some simple data. And in the early years, maybe not big a problem, but when the power station has been operated for 10 years or 20 years, and nobody will be able to tell what is the risk for that long-term operation. So we hope that this self-logging can provide long-term credible data so as to lower the uncertainty in the evaluation of the energy assets, so as to help our clients to lower their initial investment cost. Another is trading. And we know that many industries have trading system, very mature system. I think that for the PV industry, they will have the upgrading, and our customers, they want to use most upgraded modules. We have a self-logging technology. It's very transparent. Upstream and downstream clients, they own these data and they can access their value. For example, evaluate the residual value of the assets. Then in the future, we will have a very comprehensive, matured trading system. So this is a self-logging value. In summary, Pulsum Sungrow Smart Module integrates self-diagnosis, self-RSD, self-cleaning, self-cooling, self-logging, 5S intelligent architecture empowers the module with autonomous intelligence, delivering 30 years long-term value of power stations. Of course, all the commitments are backed by authority. Our pulsar module has obtained the TUV SUD certification, and its core components has also passed the TUV SUD international testing. Our smart module demonstration power station has obtained the first certification from the National Institute of Metrology. And these certifications are the proof of our Sungrow smart module quality. And next, we have an exciting moment. We launch our industry's first smart module white paper. And I would like to introduce to you about this white paper. We will publicly release the module intelligent application standard from L1 to L4. L1 is perception intelligent, L2 is active safety intelligence, L3 is collaborative optimization intelligence, L4 is autonomous decision-making intelligence, 4 levels. And our Python is classified at L2 in terms of data monitoring and optimization, and realize the module level rapid shutdown and optimal working condition optimization. It also has the unique digital twin identity in the near future. We'll join hands with industry peers to strive forward to L3 and even L4. All these technologies must be finally implemented in real scenarios. In March this year, we built Sungrow first smart module demonstration power station in Hefei. I want to welcome you to visit our demonstration station. Every module has undergone very strict on-site testing. We have not only conducted IEC standard testing for modules, we also conducted systematic testing like safety certification test, electrical function test, system reliability test, long-term test, and software test, etc. In addition to that, and we cooperate with the TUV SUD demonstration power station located in Jiaxing has been operating stably for 2 months. The power station is located in Yangtze River Delta area, representing marine climate. In the future, we will also build a demonstration power station in other climate conditions. For example, like cold climate, Hainan, and also hot, humid, and also hot and dry Yinchuan and Lhasa, also ultraviolet. And these various climates will be tested in the future to meet our clients' need. In the near future, our Sungrow distributed rooftop power station will be equipped with Sungrow Roof BIPV 2.0 and a Sungrow Smart Module. And we look forward to see the footprint of a smart module spread across every corner of the world. A very small module has its own pulse. With love, and we hope that the pulse will go far. We hope that pulse smart module will help distribute PV power station, have more power generation, more safer. Now we conclude our launch event. Thank you very much. Well, thank you, Mr. Tang. From its launch, we see the systematic reconstruction distributed rooftop power station. Sunshine Roof BIPV 2.0 enables a full rooftop coverage, efficient power generation. Power Sunshine Smart Module enables self-diagnosis, self-shutdown, self-cleaning, self-cooling, self-archiving, self-logging. The 5S intelligent architecture has evolved model from silent power station to a self-protective, continuous evolving smart energy node. Now we have a good answer to the long-term value. Well, thank you for your summarization. Also, thank you for the launch. we redefine the value of a smart module, not only one function, it's a systematic solution. Truly have a new solution for the industry. Well, one of our product speaks itself. Good product be also certified, be tested by the TUV suit. Now we witness the presentation of the certification. Now let's warmly welcome Marco Fan, General Manager of TUV suit. Also R&D Director Ou Yanchen from Sungrow. And we welcome our beautiful ladies to present this certification. Congratulations, congratulations for this milestone moment. We usher a new era of smart PV power station. Thank you for the certification of TUV suit, and congratulations for the Sungrow Renewables. And so please be seated, and we'll continue. So it's not only one single product. The more important thing is insight for the technology, as well as the standardization. Sungrow Renewables works together with authoritative organizations to have a systematic answer to the standard. We are going to launch the smart module white paper. It will give us a very good guidance about standard and implementation roadmap. Let's witness this moment. We would like to invite all the experts. TUV Great China Vice President Xu Haliang, Shanghai AI Institute, the Secretary Xu Chen, also Sungrow R&D Director Ou Yanfeng, and please come to the stage and put a hand on this launch device. And let's count down. 3, 2, 1. Start. Congratulations. Congratulations, the global launch of the white paper. Please take a group photo together to commemorate this historical moment. This is a critical step to the standardization intelligence of our PV module. Please move to the front of the stage. Take another photo together. Sum up. Thank you, Mr. Xu Haliang and Xu Chen Ou Yancheng. You can be seated. This is a very special moment. We would like to ask Mr. Xu Haliang, and we have a couple of questions we want you to share with us. So, what are the core contents in this white paper? How to guide our industry? And I want you to give us some interpretation about this white paper as welcome.
Dear guests and leaders, good afternoon. I'm very honored to have the opportunity to share with you about the white paper. On behalf of Sungrow, I will share the content of our white paper. So why do we need now smart PV modules, and why do we need a smart development of PV modules? And under the backdrop of a PV industry, we're faced with the needs of upgrading from scale-oriented to quality-oriented. And meanwhile, the intelligent operation and maintenance, flexible scheduling within the new power systems all need to be upgraded. As scenarios such as centralized PV, distributed PV, and virtual PV plants and energies, requirements for modules are increasingly stringent. And the advent of smart module marks a paradigm shift in the PV industry. So we need to upgrade modules from a standalone power generation to digital intelligent and energy assets units. So through proactive safety protections, and we want to improve from three aspects: safety and maintenance and enhancement, and through smart and AI diagnosis and predictive operation, it can significantly increase the O&M costs and then reduction, and then also with a defined lean control to improve power generation efficiency and matched with an optimized algorithm, it can help owners and investors to improve the long-term profitability. And also, thirdly, system synergy, and then this will help us to enable deep integration of PV energy storage charging and greatly improve the grid friendliness and an adaptation of PV power plants. So there are four classes, and through the release of a white paper, we want to provide a rigorous grading system with a unified definitions and evaluation. This will be able to provide a clear criteria for product R&D and customer selection. So for level 1, perception and optimization, with better perceptions and sensoring, then more values we can bring for enhanced module. Second is active safety. We need to be able to diagnose and sense and some safety potential risks regarding safety, and also isolate those defaults with the overall plans. Third is collaborative optimization, such as synergies among modules and as well as with other devices. Finally, we hope to reach autonomous decision making for modules. Based on L3, it enables an AI dynamic source load interactions and make best decisions for owners, and should operation be paused or module power generation can be continued. So how do we evaluate the system, smart system development? And there are 5 levels. First of all, is sensing. We need sensors and algorithms to understand whether the it matches with the actual situation, whether there are shadowing. We need to have a better understanding, and we need data to make judgment and whether dust accumulation is too high. should there be some warning and decisions that needs to be made for power off or other action. So in such a cycle, we have developed a comprehensive evaluation system.
那么光伏组件对于我们智能光伏组件对于我们第三方机构来说，
For third parties and PV modules are stable, reliable, and duplicable. Only in this way they can be considered as a mature industrial products. So testable, verifiable, and certifiable. First of all, the hardware and needs to be in compliance with the national standards, and secondly, they need to have a self-diagnosis and a self-protection capabilities, and to level 3 and 4, it needs to be smarter. Well, we have a close collaboration with our partners and with an TUV suit, and so this marks the transition of smart modules from concept to commercialization. It delivers core capabilities at L2 level. And as Ms. Chan has mentioned previously, it has 5 core features. First is the self-diagnosis, and it has comprehensive data collection and AI diagnosis function. So the whole modules would become safer, self-cleaning, enable it to have a high efficient output, matches the module warranty lifespan, self-cooling, autonomous heat and dissipation, slows the performance degradation, and ensures stable power generation gains. All of the data in the life cycles are recordable, retrievable. So these provides a good digital support for the whole life cycle of modules. Finally, smart modules are the core units of a system intelligence and with an enhanced digital and smart capabilities. And competition is shifting from a single efficiency comparison to overall intelligent capability competition. We're willing to join hands with partners to drive the industry transformation from scale expansion to dual upgrading of quality and intelligence. And finally, I would like to wish Sungrow's products will move faster and better towards the global market. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Xu Liang. Please take your seats.
让技术创新有方向可循。这一份白皮书必将为全球新能源行业的智能化转型
enable intelligent components and to be compliant with the standards and also be innovative. This white paper will definitely bring us a clear solution from Sungrow. This also requires the joint efforts in upstream and downstream of the industry. What is ultimately indispensable is the wide recognition of end users. And now, let's move into the panel discussion. Our topic today is smart technologies and applications. And now let's welcome our guests to the stage. Let's first welcome today's moderator for the panel, Mr. Sheng Liming, Chief Meteorologist of National Institute of Meteorology, China. And also, let's welcome today's panel guests, vehicle expert, solar energy, solar director, Mr. George Martini Cabinet,
光伏技术实验部总经理汤坤先生。
and Mr.
6位嘉宾台。
Shen Wenzong, Mr. Shen Yi, Mr. Tang Kun. Let's give a warm applause to welcome all the guests to the stage. Now, let me hand it over to the moderator of this panel discussion. I'm very glad to join you in the panel discussion of Sungrow's conference. Today, I believe you want to know more about the features of smart components, smart modules, and also operation. Now, let me first ask Mr. Wu Jiang, the senior VP. So, as an owner, what are the core requirements for installing PV power stations, and then can you share more details with us? Thank you very much for your question. As the owner of the corporate and as an operation entity, we focus on the most is safety. What we focus most is safety, and second is what PV power stations can bring us revenue-wise, and third is operation cost, and we hope to get the most convenient and smart operation. So those three are the core concerns. And first, safety. Safe operation has been paid great attention by the state, and especially for PV industry, it has very stringent requirements. And during operation process, previously those powers provided from the AC side, and regarding direct current DC, and it's not possible to have power supplied fully on DC. So rooftop and PV power generation, we may see some potential safety issues. And secondly, performance or returns. Investing in PV stations, and we need to have good performance and forecast. So, well, we would forecast power generations by PV panels. However, in actual operation, because of the dust accumulations or heat loss caused by high temperature conditions, and those are unforeseeable during previous financial forecast. So this will impact our actual revenue. And if there are some minor problems in each or any of those steps, then our margins would be impacted in the year. And thirdly, as an corporate owners, and we do not have sufficient energy to invest in operation and maintenance, and so therefore technicians need to be experts in technical support, in those daily inspection to understand the operation and conditions of those modules, and if AI can be leveraged to help us for real-time data collections and analysis, and this will be a significant help for us. So, Mr. Wu, as for PV power stations, and can you share with us some projects? Yes, indeed. We have always dedicated to the digital energy sector. Sungrow leaders have emphasized on virtual power station and the development of zero carbon parks. Well, as for us, we are helping our clients to adapt to their scenario, carbon reductions in their scenarios, and to provide a green power. So that is what we provide. In the interest of time, I hope each guest will get an opportunity to answer a question.
The question goes to our friend from Spain. In Spain, in this very particular geographical condition, in the power station development and construction, what are the pain points? What are the differentiated need or demand? And today we talk about smart intelligent module, and any align with your demand? Thank you very much for your question. Spain is the most attractive market in Europe. We have very good condition, solar condition. However, there are a couple of challenges. One is the temperature. In summer, the ground temperature can be 50 degrees Celsius. It truly affects the system. The temperature coefficient will be reduced. The actual energy production can be 5 to 8% lower than the design. Another is a maintenance challenge, like the dust accumulation. We have to clean it regularly to avoid this issue lost due to the dust accumulation. Also, another is safety, electrical safety. We have seen regulation in the Europe. They have a stricter requirement in the regulation for the electrical safety. They want an automatic shutdown and a module level control. If we do not meet that regulation, we will have problem. We will not be able to connect to the grid, or maybe we have to face the penalties. Another challenge is carbon footprint. Our customers, they are asking about these data. They want to know the data for the entire life cycle of the module. They are asking for the material sourcing, manufacturing process, and end-of-life management. We found that it's truly really difficult to access to data. It's very difficult in the high demanding tender and market circuit. Well, I sometimes maybe it's difficult for me to understand that. And it mentions that in Spain, for me, the labor cost is high in the maintenance, in the module operation. If there are many problems, there will be no good for the normal operation of the power station. It would be risk for the long-term stable operation. The smart module, intelligent module, will bring a lot of convenience. So that's my understanding. Good. For the Sungrow Renewables, and we have Mr. Tang and the really very important person, the head for our new product for the module. And you know that in China we have the race to the bottom and price competition, and why you have a transformation from passive power generation to the active intelligent module. Why you make this transformation? What is initial tension for making this intelligent module? If I answer in one sentence, for us, we want to deliver the good power station, excellent power station to our clients. There are two initial intentions. One is at launch, I mentioned for the module, and we have a lot of concerns about the quality of modules. I will not repeat these statistics. You can feel the decline of the quality of the module the decline of the module will impact our commitment to our clients. So for ourselves, we believe that we can control the upstream material and so as to control the module quality. So to have a better quality module. So we start from the module quality and start from the current status quo of industry. Professor Xiong has mentioned the racing to the bottom in the industry, and people cut a corner to offer you low price. But for us, we always strive for high efficiency, high quality, higher power over the past 20 years. And you know that this industry is very mature, very prosperous. Looking back, actually 20 years, there is no major changes, and we are doing the same thing. And we hope that we can make a breakthrough to break through this evolution, this rat race. For us, for Sungrow Renewables, we have been working on the technology on the module level technology. And we've been working with our technical team in our headquarters on this product. This is truly proof for our strengths. By this new intelligent module, we identify our value and provide safety data to our operation data, valuable data to our clients. Thank you. Okay. So there actually are many product values in recent years. I think that one thing I'm not so satisfied. It sounds like in order to realize the value, you have to make a product cheaper. And you have very good initial tension. You want lower price, high quality, but because the competition is truly cutting throat, and there is truly a decline on the quality. I think that the scenario is truly important for some special scenario, application scenario. You have a value in this particular scenario, and it truly provide value. This is true value is different with only low price. Well, let's go to the first question. I want to ask Professor Shen, and you are the truly guru in the industry. For this question, I just want to ask you, in terms of the power efficiency, and you want to switch to intelligent technology for this launch and the relevant presentation. Any feeling about that? Thank you for the invitation. We are the Solar Power Energy Institute, and also we have the Solar Power Energy Association. We see that in the past 20 years, manufacturers made great efforts from the 200 watt to 700 watt and even to 1K watt in the module. And I think that we feel very proud about that continuous improvement on power and on also battery, and we also have intelligence, the very strong advantages in the equipment intelligence, laying a very solid foundation, and it's very good. And intelligence manufacturing and also intelligence operation maintenance, AI inspection, and integrating with AI technology. This is a very good trend. Now already 200G installation, 1,200G installation already achieved. However, the module level intelligence is still blank area. Now we see the launch of intelligent module by Sungrow Renewables, and this is a new start, and very good start. We see only L2 level. In the future, I hope it will go to level L3 and L4, and more intelligent from the manufacturing to the module to the operation maintenance. And this will step by step very important for the high quality development. We have launched ceremony. This is a new competitive dimension, not the competition for the power, for the price. Actually, this is intelligence competition. This is a necessary pathway. I think that this event is very meaningful. And this is a very good start, and I hope other PV companies will center on the intelligent module, do some work. By our Chinese people's wisdom, we also make a perfect the intelligent module. Soon we will reach L3 and L4. We have many experts get together to discuss about the industry development. I think wonderful. Thank you, Chairman Shen. Thank you. Technology value has also reflected here. In addition to lowering the cost, they also improvement on the power. Some test about people rely on the ears and all the eyes to make the vision inspection, and actually it's still rely on the human being, rely on the human experience to, and still not a replacement or substitution or to human being. It's still not a replacement of the human being. Now we are at AO2. It's AO2 is still at a low level. It's a assistive level. It's not a wholly replacing human being. We still have a human being in it. And we hope that by software or by AI, we can take initiative to identify problems or faults so as to have a positive saving in the manpower and maintenance on manpower. And now there is the question about the standard value. Now we have Shanghai AI Institute Research Institute, Shen Hao, the Vice Chief Engineer. So can the technology classification standard on PV module be new direction? Thank you for your question. So at this very important moment in this evolution, we should encourage people to make a breakthrough, to have innovation. This is a very important 10 years ago in the AI. They are like a national standard and also the embodied humanoid, the robot, and also the intelligent plus, and also relevant deployment. So this systematic layout exploration is very meaningful. So first is about industry. It's a very clear guidance in the industry to people, including the clients and also researchers. They know about the guidance. And secondly, in terms of technology roadmap, it will help us to have a roadmap. Then we can follow that and to adjust our layout, our technology evolution. And I know also about the implementation. Industry can do that to support L2, L3, L4, and finally scalable production. On the clients, based on the 1, 2, 3, 4, L1 to 4, they step by step move ahead. They can gradually see every stage, and they feel better experience, better performance enhancement. This feeling to the client is all very important. From AI perspective, perception, the also decision making, that's very important. 5S, you divide 5S into 5 steps, step by step by AI technologies, capabilities to help to adapt to various scenarios in the new energy. I think that this is very meaningful.
Thank you, Mr. Shen. There are 5 levels for smart vehicle. over so many years of development, we're still at an L3. Well, previously some companies claim that they will reach level 3 soon. So that means it's already been very successful reaching L3. It can basically achieve an autonomous driving. However, there are higher levels of development and for truly AI driving. So Mr. Shen has insisted on very high standards and from the Shanghai AI research institutions. So from L1 to L4 with future development, and it's possible that there will be some higher standards and leading industry development. After finishing this question, I would like to ask Mr. Shen Wenzhong, and we still have 3 follow-up questions for you. So first, regarding development, competitions has shifted from competing on price to competing on value. So what are the innovative development do you see with a smart PV module? Well, I think there are 3 aspects now. First, technical standards have been enhanced now. So from L1 to L4, the best standards would be 2-dimensional development. And I would like to mention that Shanghai Solar Society and also Shanghai Jiaotong Universities have developed an application technical application standards for PV. So previously there was some significant fire breakout, and therefore we have developed a self-shutdown feature in the distributed PV projects, and in Shanghai, self-shutdown is a must function. So this will further to be rolled out to global applications. Secondly, we have seen expansion in business model. So there's financial related or carbon trading related scenarios can be developed further by smart modules. Well, integration of the different sectors, and we can connect it with hardware. We expect a closer collaborations and with ICT, with software and hardware in the AI sector. So as for PV industry, so we still need to embrace the development of AI. So these are the 3 trends I see. Okay, Mr. Shen has said about a self-shutdown function, and this is really very important. In my impression, last year or 2 years ago, I remember there was a building of 150 floor, and then it is planned to install PV modules over each floor. However, there was a fire broke out previously, so everyone started to become more alert. I was invited to join an online meeting to give my opinions. Well, I said that whether you have been serious in identifying the root cause, can you be specific about the root cause? Since previously those analyses are based on gas, such as broken of glasses, connections, a pool fire are easy to be broke out by high resistance. There was no final conclusion. So through the self-shutdown technology, if the problem can be addressed, and then in the previous experts meeting, I wouldn't have said so. Often, machines are more reliable than human. Well, I'm not diminishing the role of people, but if all products can go on troubleshooting 24 hours without stop, and collecting data and testing environments, and then the reliability would be much better. So that's my sharing. And now I would like to ask Mr. Sheng Hao, from a perspective of ecosystem synergy. So what would be the best way to achieve a synergy between new energy development and the smart and AI? For example, you can let a drone to have painting in the sky. I think it's programmed in advance. Well, what would be the best way to look for synergies between smart development and an energy? Well, actually, there is a perfect combination of AI and power. Well, because we need a big model, and while big model needs to be supported by computing power, and it needs power to support. So now, with the power of individuals getting stronger, then we'll see adding AI, those development will be accelerated. And in the AI area, we're talking about an edge, chips at edge. So problems can be discovered quickly at the edge, and then feedbacks can be collected, and problem can be solved quickly. And I believe this is a very important breakthrough in those areas. It's not just about being strong by yourself, but and it's a improved network, and this is like the nodes of a different sites and in the neural network, and those nodes can all be connected, and the service can be provided as a whole for users. Data is collected and transmitted and back. This will be able to help us for better forecast and preparation. Previously, it may be hard. However, once and with those AI assistants, and we believe high quality data and language sets, and I believe there will be more enhancement in quality and quantity. So with such an enhancement and plus AI algorithm progress, then new requirements can be put forward and new capabilities can be achieved. And we are talking about L1 to L4. We need to iterate constantly, not only by putting up put forward questions, but also being able to support with the core computing cables or data collection capabilities, and we can be fully prepared for next generation development. Well, regarding AI, there are two parts. One is a software, the other is a hardware. I think we need some smart chips. For example, in modules, we need a chip to control self-shutdown or bypass this and a default module. So, but what are the costs? Well, let's put a cost aside. But once there's a large-scale applications, the cost can be improved. And just like Mr. Shen mentioned, the biggest feature of AI is self-learning. I believe today in Sungrow, new energy, well, it's not possible for the company to list all the possible scenarios or accidents in our working and living environment. Well, the root cause may be different in the following years, but once there are problems, we can ask AI for interpretation. AI gets smarter, So when we ask them questions, AI may be able to make better judgment. Well, what I know is that Huawei watch, when you wear it during sleep, or after you exercise, and Huawei smart watch send an alert, and the person rushed to the hospital and have his life saved. So I'm thinking perhaps once this alert was sent in by smart PV modules, and then more losses can be reduced, and so there may be some values that we couldn't imagine before can be saved. Okay, now let's get back to Mr. Tang from Sungrow. From strategic development perspective, a question for you. As a Sungrow New Energy, how can you deepen the smart development of PV modules and also have an innovative iteration constantly? Well, there are three perspectives. First of all, as mentioned by previous experts, and currently we are in the L2 level. In the future, L3, L4 levels, and there is actually infinite imagination. We're going to further upgrade our technical standards for L3, L4, or even L5. Currently, we need to have a function iteration, and during our practice, we'll be able to discover more problems and addressing them, or generate more ideas, such as power optimization. There are different means of a power optimization. We may use different means, different approaches to achieve function optimization. We can also look for synergies by robots or integrations of energy storage with modules. Well, new opportunities will be discovered gradually during the process. Secondly, about the self-filing functions in the product we release at this time. And this will enable our owners to collect a lot of information, and regardless of financially, socially, and values can be found in different dimensions. So this can be another pathway apart from the smart development of modules. Last but not least, we need to join hands with peers of the industry. We will have an open interface, and this will enable more partners to develop jointly with us. And it's possible that in the upstream, in battery design steps, and smart development can be further expanded, or there are some more fundamental studies needed, such as materials or physical functions, and etc. We need to make efforts together to build an ecosystem, and this is the key. So these are the three aspects that Sungrow New Energy focus on. I'm very glad to hear that we can be a witnesser. Mr. Tang are still willing to open source for everyone. So you can develop it as a patent, but you can also develop open source technology. Only when, with the joint efforts of everyone, the progress would be quicker. Just like a Tesla, without the open source from Tesla, the smart vehicle wouldn't have developed so rapidly in China. So PV module and technologies, well, if you only develop by yourself and prevent others to get involved, and then technically there might be some obstacles.
Well, we also have a lot of medias. We hope that Sungrow Renewables contribute wonderful, valuable things to the industry and make good contribution to the new energy. Now we conclude our high-end dialogue, and we would like to thank our panelists. Thank you very much. Thank you. Or maybe Mr. Tang say a couple of things. Thank you. I feel very honored to sit together with so many experts. We discuss with our partners, our clients, talk about intelligent module, current situation in the future. We hope that in the future, every year, we have gathering like today to go further on the intelligent module. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, all the panelists. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Well, please, we have a group photo for panelists.
来留下一张关于整次论坛的一张圆满的合影。
Take a picture. Take a picture together. Thank you. Thank you. Now, please be seated. Well, thank you. Thank you for your in-depth communication. Whether the pain points of domestic owners or stringent requirement in European market by 5S, self-diagnosis, rapid shutdown, self-cleaning, self-cooling, self-logging, from the module and to the PV station, and we see from the function to the classification. And we were guided by today's insight to have a product iteration, have an open ecosystem to work together with our group partners to usher in new era for the intelligence power generation. Well, this is our vision for the future. Our time will move on. There will be continuous iteration of product. For us, we still stay true to our original aspiration, and will never let down the trust put on us. The 2020